Okay. Internet. Tell me if this is working. Can you hear me, internet? Yeah? Oh, you can? Oh, beautiful. Hey! All right, we're shitting on it. Fantastic.
Do you guys want to go out for brunch? Yeah. Oh, God, I need endless mimosas. Oh, Stacy, do you have an Advil?
Yeah, sure, here you go.
Thanks. I'm just so hungover. Saturday night was crazy. You guys remember going to that concert?
What concert?
Damn, bitch, you were fucked up.
Yo, it's brunch time. Hey, yo, it's brunch time. Hey, yo, it's getting live. Hey, yo, it's brunch time. I said it's brunch time. Hey, no, it's brunch time, baby. Yo, we getting live. Brunch time, baby, get it on down. Get a little champagne down in your gullet now. Drink it up, it's all good up in this. It's all good, cause it's brunch time. Yo, listen, blah. Welcome in, y'all. Come on in this. Hey, yo, sit up at the bar and have a beer now. It feels good now. We're all in it now. We're all in it and it's brunch time together, yo. It's early afternoon and now it's late evening. We know fucked up. We gotta go home. Oh my God, and I threw up in the toilet. Holy shit. Oh, what is wrong with me? What the fuck is wrong with me? Thanks, y'all. Thank you. Thanks for being here. You guys are here along with the internet. I'm streaming this live to my YouTube right now in celebration of 5,000 subscribers. And they're all well, they're not all watching. A very small percentage of them are watching. But I'm happy they're here. Thanks for being here. Thank you for being here. You don't have a choice. I'm forcing this on you. La da da dee 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 doo da. Scoop and bap and beep deep and dee 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 dee. Ooba doop deep dooby boop boop boom boop boom dap and deep 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 boopy. Soop a dip dip doop bip boop doop bop bop boop boop dip a doo doo ba doo da. Doop boop boop ba doop doo da. Whoop bop ba ba doo ba ba doo doo wah. Ra da doo doo doo. Sucks. Traffic sucks. Yo, what's up with that? Traffic sucks. Dallas has the 7th worst traffic in the nation. Dallas is the 7th worst traffic in the nation? Oh my god, we gotta fix this thing. We gotta put some more roads up inside the infrastructure. We gotta get a new high-five line. We gotta get some more cars rerouted all around. There's too many people using that way shit. There's too many people cutting through residential neighborhoods like a goddamn idiot. You don't need to go 60 miles an hour through a school zone.
Go down. You know I hit it, bam, boom, Dr. I said it, E, you, boom, yo, family fun. Hey, yo, family fun. It's goo goo gaga time. And get your baby out. Get your baby out. Put the pacifier up in the baby mouth. The baby's crying.
Thank you. Thanks, y'all. Woo! Woo! Woo-hoo!
Mo, hungry, hungry. Daddy needs something to eat. Hungry, hungry. Does anyone have something to eat? Put it in my mouth, put it in my mouth, put it in my mouth. Serve it on a plate, serve it on a plate, serve it on a plate. Put it in my mouth when you serve it on a plate now. I need to eat right now. I need to eat really, really quick right now. Yo, need to eat right now. Need to eat right motherfucking now. Yo, feed me. And I'm a big monster. I gotta eat now. I'm a big monster. And I'm a big monster. Gotta eat right now. I'm a big monster. Yo, what you doing? What you doing, baby? Come in and feed me the plate of the dinner stuff. Yo, I need a Salisbury steak with the syrup on it. Yo, give me that shit, mashed potato. Yo, I need some food, yo, bitch. Yo, give me a little bit of food now, right now. Cook it up real good. Cook it up right now. International shit. Yo, you know it. That's that.
You want a stroganoff?
I'm good, man. Thanks, though. Just a hot stroganoff right there. Daddy do a whoop a doop doo doo da, you know it, you know that, you know that, yeah. I'm coming on back, yeah, boop 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 boop, there, up, ha. Someone give me something to talk about. The Olympics, UFOs, and aliens. What are we talking about?
We're talking about looking in mirrors. And the first time I realized I had a sexy side. Right. All right. I happened to notice I only have one sexy side. A lot of people think I got a lot of sides. I do have every other. It's comedy, bro. Calm down. You're my only friend in here. God damn. My friend's being negative. That's how you know I might not survive. You got to pick and choose who's around you. But, amen. Bless the Lord, right? Now, let me jump. All right, sexy side.
He does have a sexy side. Work that sexy side on back over to the bar, baby. We love you. Korea is where the Olympics are at. Korea's where the Olympics are at. Hey yo, Olympic time. I'm talking about the ski jump. The Swiss people getting their skis on, getting ready. You gotta wax it up, you gotta wax the bottom, and you gotta hit the ski jump slope shit and go madika I'm reaching big speeds of 100 miles an hour, and he's about to hit the ski jump. We have Claude flips them. And he's going to be doing a second trial run here, hoping for a better time than his first and a better score than the first. Judges weren't very happy with his first run. A bit windy up here, but the conditions are good for a ski jump. There shouldn't be too much trouble for Claude as he makes his way over to the edge of the jump. All waiting for Claude to begin. Claude taking his time. And really any time now would be great. And all of a sudden, Claude, you can do this. Claude, this is your father. Claude, I've known you could do this all along. Just take those ski poles, pump it off, baby. I know you can do this. You practiced for this your whole fucking life, baby. Come on. You're right, father. I know I can do this. It's up to you, baby. It's up to you. So just get your shit together because everyone's looking at you. Okay.
And he steps off. And down he goes. That's 10 feet. That's 20 feet. That's 30 feet. He's picking up some speed and he's ready to make the jump and he flies down. He hits the slope now. He goes up and it's oh my god and holy shit. And he lands it! Hey yo, he lands it! Hey yo, Claude lands the jump, yo, he lands it! Holy shit, man! Hey yo, he lands it! He knew he could do it all along, he lands it,
And still doesn't have a passing score. We're going on to the next contestant. Thanks, guys. He did land it, but he didn't he didn't have a good enough score to make the cut. Claus, I don't even remember his name anymore. Da 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 dee 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 dee. Da pa 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 da pa dee dee dee. Ooh, oh, let's do like a oh, it's just gonna be a nice. That's what we're gonna do. Just a sweet. It's like a.
dancing to the tango, dancing with the tango, tango up inside me, tango all inside me. I feel you dancing in my body, and my body is a stage. Welcome to my stage. Let me open up the curtains of the stage. We're dancing now, baby. We're dancing now, good. We're dancing, baby, just dancing like you know we should. And now it's time to dance, and now it's time to tango, and now it's time to tango up inside my body. Yeah! Tango, yeah. I'm gonna tango, yeah. Give me all your love. Give me all your love. Give me all your love. I said, give me all your love, baby girl. Give me all that. Give me all your love. Give me all your love. You know I need it now. And give me all your love. And give me all your love. Give me all your love. You know I need it, baby. Your love's so good, it makes me wanna vomit. Hey yo, it's so good, I think I'm getting the love flu. So good, yo, it's so good. Your love is so good, you're giving me the love flu. Cha-cha. Thanks, y'all. Good to be here at, hey, that's what I'm talking about. Bam! We're just hanging out. That's what we're doing. Just having a nice hangout. Cheers. Cheers to Sunday. Hey! Say hello to the internet. Hey, internet. Ooh. Ooh. Damn.
Do it to me again. Do it to me again. Do it to me again. You know the thing that you do. You know I like what you do. You know you lay it on thick. Lay it on like some heavy cream. Lay it on like a little bit of that fucking heavy cream. You know I like what you do. You know I like what you do. I want you to lay it on me. Lay it on me. Lay it on thick. Lay it on thick like some beans and gravy. Lay it on thick like some biscuit shit. Lay it on thick like some pancake stuff. Lay it on thick. Lay it on good. Lay it on nice. Lay it on good. Lay it on down. Lay it on down. Put it on down, baby. Lay it on down. Lay it on down. Lay it on down. Lay it on down. You know you want me to lay. Academy Awards, Academy Awards, Academy Awards, Academy Awards, Academy Awards, Academy Awards. What the fuck? It's the Academy Awards. People gonna win for the Academy Award. People gonna win an Academy Award. People gonna win an Academy Award. It's that golden statue, you know. It's that golden statue. And it's that golden statue. And it's that golden statue. You want that golden statue. It means a lot when you get that golden statue. Yo, it means that everybody loves your work with the golden statue. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. Yeah, no, we worked really hard on that project. Oh, thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Oh, it's so kind. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Oh, it's so kind. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that.
No, you really don't have
Oh,
to
it's
say
so
that.
kind. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Oh, it's so kind. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Oh, it's so just glad to be so much. I'm just glad to be here. So happy to be glad to be so much. I'm just glad to be here. So happy to be glad to be so much. I'm just glad to be here. So happy to be glad to be Oscar Central at the Academy Awards. We're at the red carpet. Everyone's talking. So happy to be. Joan Rivers, can we bring the corpse of Joan Rivers out? Yo! Yo! Bam! Boom! Joan Rivers' corpse is here. Joan, can you say anything? Just kidding, she's dead. Oh, boy. Let's go talk to Bradley Cooper. Thanks, y'all. Bam, boom, bang. There we go, I think. That's a little better. Yeah, that's a little better. Okay. to put the baby to sleep. Time to put the baby to sleep. Quiet, quiet time, baby. Time to go to bed. Yo, you've had a long day up in preschool. You've been hanging out with children, building blocks, putting little pins on an atlas map. Maybe you play with iPads now, I don't know. How does preschool work at school? How does little preschool happen at school? I don't really know, but I want to know. I want to go observe a preschool just out of curiosity. Yo, just for research's sake, I just want to observe the preschool shit. Because when I was a kid, shit was one way, and I've never seen that shit since that day. Yo, I need to see what that's about. Yo, I just have an intellectual curiosity regarding preschool and what that's like. And what that's like for kids of this generation. Preschool, preschool, preschool. You know I want to go back to preschool. Yo, preschool, yo, preschool. You know I want to go back to preschool. Innocent times, innocent thoughts, innocent minds. No wife, no kids, no job, no shit, no business. You just do your thing. Go to the bathroom up in your diaper. Yo, it feels good to take a poop in your diaper. Hey, yo, everybody, take a poop in your diaper. Take a poop in your diaper right now. Preschool, baby, preschool shit. Preschool, baby, preschool shit. Yo, here we go on preschool bound. Thanks, guys. Woo! Woo! Whoop! Whoa! Hop! Hop! Ho! Ha! Oh, Jesus, we have 112 people watching. Hey! Holy shit, someone just gave me $100 and $50. Holy shit. Guys, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you. These people are tipping. And there's a real tip jar right here. Isn't that fun? A real life tip jar. What's that thing doing there? That's it, baby. That's the ticket. Oh. I do take debit. If you could provide the driver's license as well. Thank you so much. You know what? Thank you. Thank you. Very kind. Oh, well, what we're talking about here is systems integration. We're talking about Q4 reinvestment analytics strategies, okay? We're in Q4. I was really happy with our performance there. But Julie did bring it up over in Cubicle C3. That we did need to work on optimizing those realignment metrics. So, was George in charge of that? George. I think George was in charge of those realignment metrics. So let's get George on those. Let's give it up for George. He's not taking lunch today, huh? Give it up for George, baby. That's it. Oh, George is a champ. Thanks again, George. No lunch today. That's no lunch. Great. Great. as I said, we're going to be really focusing in, dialing in on those leveraging mechanics because I know on the client side, that systems architecture was really lacking. And so let's go ahead and round table this. I'm going to need Diane, Phil, Ted, and Gloria to be there for that round table. We're going to whiteboard some good things. I know we're going to pound out some results, and we're really going to be seeing some good stuff come Q2.
And now it's time to fuck. Hey yo, now it's time to fuck. Hey yo, now it's time to fuck in the conference room. Yo, we fucking in the conference room, baby. Yo, bring it down, we fucking up in the conference room. You know how we do in the conference room. Yo, meet me in the conference room, it's time to fuck. Hey yo, it's time to fuck. Welcome in, y'all. Have a seat, welcome in, now the brain dead.
Gloria, did anyone find Gloria? She might be at lunch. When she gets back, tell her to come to conference room C. We really do need to roundtable this. On another note, I did want to thank Jeffrey. Really loved that GIF that you sent in your email this morning, that Monday morning GIF. I'm telling you, it's GIF! The creator of the file format said it was GIF. Who the fuck else are you going to argue with, dude? Thanks, man. Thanks for coming. Listen, it's a categorical fact that it's pronounced GIF, just the way it is. And I understand if you want to call it GIF, it's your right. Go right ahead. But at this business, okay, Todd, it's GIF, all right? And I know, and I've been telling him this, but I got to say, I'm really proud of the work we've all been doing. I do want to reiterate, though, we really need to fuck. We need to fuck. We need to fuck, and it's Q4, baby. Need to fuck now. Need to fuck in the conference room, baby. Get it on up in the conference room right now. We need to fuck right now, baby. Get it in. I'm about to take off my pants, take my penis out. It's time to fuck in the conference room. Hey, yo, fucking in the conference room, corporate style. Get ready, get ready, get ready for business analytics, strategies with business analytics. We getting down. If you could bring a mocha up to conference room C, Jill, thanks. Thanks, guys. Woo! Woo-wee! Woo! 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 It's getting hot up in this thing. Woo! About to do some calisthenics. Ooh. I didn't mean to yell at you about the GIF thing, dude. I'm sorry. It's just I feel very strongly about that. It's like I don't mean that. I don't mean that! Okay? I don't think there's ever been a clearer example of how a word should be pronounced than coming from the creator of it. It's like the most simple instruction booklet you could ever open up. It says, step 1, pronounce the word GIF. Step 2, close the fucking book. The end. Roll credits. I don't know. Are you saying, okay, is the argument that that language is determined by the users of that language, and therefore because more people say GIF that it's actually GIF instead of GIF? I disagree. Thanks, man. I understand, but you know, it's a night and not a knight, okay? Giraffic interchange format. It's pronounced GIF. It's pronounced GIF. I'm the one with the microphone, and I say it's pronounced GIF.
Everybody listen to me, I'm the one with the microphone. I'm the one with the motherfucking microphone. And I'm telling you right now, it's pronounced GIF. It's this shit and it's pronounced GIF. It's a file format, an extension that puts images together in a silent way. Images together in a silent way. It wasn't even designed for that use case scenario, but now it's being used for that because it's become popular through the internet. Reddit GIF, Reddit Imgur shit. Imager shit with the Reddit on shit and then Facebook. And everybody uses GIFs. Even you can send GIFs over MMS. It's a very popular file format, and I'm the one with the motherfucking microphone.
And it's GIF. Oh yeah, it's GIF. It's GIF. It's GIF. And I don't want to talk about it anymore. I don't want to talk about it anymore. I don't want to talk about it anymore because the thing is closed, the case is closed now. It was closed years ago at a presentation when the creator of the file format came out on stage and addressed the very question of how it's pronounced, and he said GIF. And I also understand that it's graphics interchange format. But there's lots of things that aren't pronounced with the first consonant of the word. They're pronounced differently, like GIF. Like GIF. Like GIF. Like GIF.
I apologize to your child. I hope everything okay? Alright, awesome. Yo, sleep well, baby, little lullaby, wanna sleep well, baby, go to bed now, sleep to the sounds of my motherfucking music, sleep well, baby, go to bed now, baby, put a blanket over you, you're gonna sleep so good, gonna sleep so right, yo, I know you're gonna have peaceful dreams, you're gonna work in a job, yo, 20 years from now, you'll be at a job, clock in, clock out, yo, you're gonna do that, yo, so enjoy your time as an infant, yo, enjoy your time. Thank you.
Thanks, y'all. Silly little bitch. Who's being a silly little slut? Is that me? Whoops. What is in and what's out? Let's find out. But before we do, okay, so I was gonna go. 1, 2. Sunday, trying to get down on a 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 Sunday.
Boop ba ba boo ba doo doo dee. Ska boop ba 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 dee dee da. Boop ba 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 dee ba dee boop ba doo ba doo dee da. Boop ba 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 doo dee. Boop ba doo 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 ba dee 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 dee. Boop ba doo doo ba doo doo ba doo doo ba doo. Rap ba boop ba bee. Rap boop ba dee boop ba boop ba. Boop ba beep boop ba boop ba. Boop beep boop ba beep boop ba. Cha cha cha. Hee hee hee. Boop ba boop. Sunday. Trying to get down on a Sunday, Sunday. Trying to get down on a Sunday, Sunday. Trying to get down on a Sunday, Sunday. Trying to get down on a Sunday. Sunday, Sunday. Trying to get down on a Sunday, Sunday. You know I'm trying to get down. Trying to get down on a Sunday. You know I'm trying to get down on a Sunday, baby. Welcome, y'all. Come on in. Sunday. Come on in now. Come on right on in. Ooh, yo. Poop-pa, pee, poop, pee, poop-pa. Ba-ba-ba-ba-da. Adorable, adorable child. Look at that cute kid. Nice little hat on the child, getting ready for winter. Getting little. Hey, thanks, man. Hey, ba-doo ba-doo doo doo ba-doo beep boo. Ba-doo ba-doo doo ba-doo doo da. Whoop beep boop beep 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 doop beep beep boop da bap da boop ba-dee doo doo doo. Ba-doo doo doo ba-doo doo doo da. Thanks. Hangs up. You want to freestyle on this one? Cool. So lay something down. Say what? Happy event? Happy fuck it. Happy fuck it. Oh, happy fucking birthday. To whom? Hey, happy birthday, dude. Hey. All right, we're going to do a little birthday thing. Oh, it's birthday time. Time to get down on your birthday. Yo, yeah,
All right, enough of that shit. Your people, there you go, yes. And welcome into the place right now. And welcome on into the place right now.
You know it's good, I know it's good. Together, you know it's good, I know it's good. Together, baby, and yo, together, baby, and yo, together, baby. Do a little pirouette. I'm a dancer, gonna do a pirouette. I'm gonna dance with the pirouette. Gonna do a little dance with the pirouette. Gotta do a dance with the pirouette. Gotta do a little dance with the pirouette. I gotta go dance with the pirouette. I gotta dance that shit with the pirouette. We gotta with the pirouette. I gotta whoop 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 whoop. Tanya Harding, Tanya Harding, Tanya Harding. The Olympics, Korea, that's where it's going down. We got the fireworks, we got the slalom and the skiing. I said it, 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 I said it. Thanks, brother.
I'm gonna soak you up like a sponge. I'm gonna soak you up like a sponge. disco club mix, 12-inch extended mix, disco mix, yo, disco. Late night mix, late night club, extended disco Euro mix, late in the break, yo, Berlin club mix, Berlin club mix, Berlin club mix. Get it down, baby, Berlin club mix, Berlin club mix. Everybody dancing at the Berlin club, get it down. Bam. Boom. Bang. Boom, bang, bam, boom. Okay, let's see. Yeah, let's see. Boom, 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 up, 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 up. Thank you, Matt Warsaw. Yo. Right about now, we're gonna have Brain Dead event coordinator and senior assistant manager Kevin White, Cyrus Amigo come through and lay down a sweet hot ass freestyle up in this bitch. Yo, we want to see you here. We want to see you now. We want to see you here. We want to see you now. We want to see you here. We want to see you now. We want to see you here. We want to see you now.
First of all, give it the fuck up for Marc Rebillet, guys. Come on! What else are you gonna be doing on a Sunday night, right? It's not even night. We still got a little bit of sunlight. It's fine. I'm gonna be playing to the audience. What's up? Tip this guy. Hey yo, kick it straight out of the hat's back. Watch as I grab the mic right out of the ass crack. Yo, grab the concrete, oh, but I got the top. You want? You got another 25 cents right into the tip jar. Yo, I got my wallet. How much you wanna give it back for me? That's a project. Oh, you put it down and I got the blueprints. But I ain't fucking with a Minnesota license. I ain't Minnesota nice. I'm kicking Minnesota rice like you kicking up, but you can't grab it right. Put it back into the pocket, smoking another joint. Now we having a great Sunday night. Yo, check it. Like give me one time for Marc Rebillet. Get it. One more time for Marc Rebillet. One more time for Marc Rebillet. Yo, where's that webcam? Hey yo, Cyrus Amigo, getting with a free throw, hitting up that court. Yo, I'm going back and forth like I don't know which way I'm going. I'm flowing, you kick it like I don't have a notion, but I'm running out of breath. Yo, I'll kick it like a death. Yo, I'm running out of shit to say, but I'ma rock the mic like it was okay, babe. Oh, whoa, what you got that sofa? What you got there, Jeff Frama? Yo, we got a fucking sofa. I wish I could say that I bought it, yo, but I got my freestyle trapped in a locket. I check it out when I need a dope memory. Kicking with you and me. What's up, guys? One more time. Cyrus Amigo. Thank you.
Yo, that shit is ugly. Yo, that shit is filthy. Hey yo, that shit is nasty. It's like the dirt and grime coming down my body. And when I take a shower, turn the heat up and let the grease come down. It's the Doppler effect. My God, I'm falling down. Holy shit, someone help me. I'm falling and I can't help it. Is anyone available to help? I'm really falling. Is that like the TIE fighter shit? You know what I'm talking about? Oh, y'all know exactly what I'm talking about. Ooh, get down with your hot self. Well, I think I might do a couple more, and then we're going to transition to the next part of the live stream. Guys, here out there on the internet, we're going to do a chat on the couch. We're going to hang out on the couch, chill on it, poop on it a little bit. Yeah, where did that go? Oh, really? That's amazing. You know what I want? I want my chips with a little bit of salsa. A little bit of salsa. I want my chips with a little bit of salsa and some oregano and some cilantro, whatever else is in salsa. I want a little bit of salsa. I don't know how to make salsa. I don't know what goes in salsa, but I want a little bit of that, baby. Baby. En mi corazón, en mi corazón. Salsa, I need a little bit of that salsa. And give me a little slice of salsa. I want a cup, fill it with the salsa. And salsa, by salsa, I mean I want to cup your breasts. A little bit of salsa. A little bit of salsa. A little bit of salsa. Let me cup your breasts, baby, salsa. And I want a little salsa. And a little bit of salsa. A little bit of salsa with the peppers and shit. I want some salsa now.
Chopped and screwed on the salsa game. Chopped and screwed on the salsa game. Chopped and screwed up on the salsa game. I need a little cup of salsa. Put the tomato, salsa, tomato, the salsa, tomato. Need some pepper in the shit. Pepper in the shit. I need a little salsa with some pepper in the shit. I need a little salsa with some pepper in the shit. Some pepper in the shit. Some pepper in the shit. Pepper in this motherfucking salsa. I need some pepper in this motherfucking salsa. I need some pepper in this motherfucking salsa. You know I need a little pepper in this motherfucking salsa. Rewind.
A little bit of that salsa, a little bit of that salsa, a little bit of that salsa. You want a little bit of salsa, ladies? Get it down right now. Little salsa, baby. Little bit of salsa, salsa. A little bit of salsa, salsa. A little bit of salsa.
Now to salsa. Hey yo, shout out to Central Market, HEB, Albertsons, Tom Thumb, Kroger, grocery stores, you know how you do. Baby, I love you. I love your specials, I love your discounts, and I especially love your salsa. Thank you. Thanks, y'all. All right. I'm going to do one last song, and then we're going to move to the couch, which I guess is back there getting set up. It is? I'm excited. Ooh. It's blue velvet? Get the fuck out of here. That's amazing. That's amazing. I think I want to do the rape song. All right. All right, let's give it a shot. Just going to do one song that I don't have to think up on the fucking spot. Oh, bam, boom, boom, bam, boom, boom, boom. Too many people getting raped, y'all, and that's too many people getting raped now. And that's too many people getting raped, y'all, and that's too many people getting raped now. We gotta stop with all of this rape, y'all. Gotta stop with all of this rape now. We gotta stop with all of this rape now. We gotta stop with this motherfucking rape now. And listen, stop that rape. You gotta stop that rape. 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 One more rape? No more rape. No more rape. No more rape. Just one more rape? No more rape. No more rape. No more rape. Gotta stop that shit. Stop that shit. Stop that shit. Stop that shit. Gotta stop that rape. Stop that rape. Stop that goddamn motherfucking rape now. Stop that rape. Stop that. You gotta stop that rape. Cut it out. Stop that rape. Stop rape. You gotta stop that rape. Cut it out. Stop that rape. Stop rape. You gotta stop that rape. Stop that rape. Stop that rape. Stop that rape. You gotta stop that rape. Cut that out. Stop that rape. Cut that out. Gotta stop that rape. Stop that rape. Stop that rape. Stop that rape. You gotta stop that rape. Stop that rape. You gotta stop that rape. Hey! That's it. Thanks, y'all. That's my time. No more rape. Thanks, guys. Thank you for joining me. Okay. Jesus. All right. We'll do something light and breezy. Something nice and light and breezy. Something, yeah, let's see. Everybody's gotta love each other. Shit isn't gonna work if everyone doesn't love each other. You gotta put the love on. Put the love on, baby. Love me, love you, love her, love us too. Yeah, love me, love you, love me, love too, love me, love you, love us, 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 love me, love you, love us,
It's special when you love somebody. It's special when you love somebody. When you hold them close to your chest, nothing else matters. It's special when you love somebody. Hey yo, it's special when you love somebody. I said it's special when you love somebody. And when you hold somebody up close to your chest, it's special when you love somebody.
I got feelings, babe, feelings for you, feelings for me, feelings for us. Wanna see this go a long way, wanna see you go the distance now. I love you, you love me, we can love together for infinity. fine. Everything's better with a glass of wine. Love me, love you, love us, love me, love you, love us, love.
Hold the one you love close, cause they won't be here for long. And neither will you, the shit is temporary. Gotta make sure to love each other while we can. Life is very short, gotta appreciate that. We gotta feel lucky for the things that we have. The friends in our life, the loves in our hearts. Gotta appreciate all that shit. Also all the trees and the grass in the air. Also all the bees and the flowers and the trees. Also all the schools and the children and the love. Also all the music and the film and the art. Everything is good. I feel so lucky to be here.
Love you, love us, love me, love you, love us, love.
Thank you. That's it, y'all. We're going to be taking this little conversation to that couch over there. The streaming community, stay tuned. I'm going to put up a little break screen. We're going to take a little break. I'm not going to interrupt the stream, though. The stream is continuing. We're just changing location, and we'll be back probably about 10 or 15 minutes. Stay tuned. Don't go away. Thank you so much for being here. Mwah. And thank you so much for being here, everybody. I appreciate that. Marc Rebillet is my name. I don't have anything indicating that here, so you won't be able to find me. Thank you. Here we are. And yeah. Yeah, someone wants to pull up. Okay, so let's see. Bam. Looper, great. Great. This volume up, that volume. That volume is up. That volume is up. Can everyone hear me? Can everyone hear me? That's fantastic. How you doing, baby? Hey, what up, brother? Hey, boom, bam. Okay. We've got audio levels. The volume is up. Thank you, Danger Dan. Thank you, Matt
This is my
Warsaw.
speaking voice.
Thank you, Jason B.
Ooh, we got to kind of project into here. This is for.
Oh, we can turn you up. But
Oh,
yeah,
no,
you
no. I'm
speak
ready.
right into
I'm
the
ready,
microphone.
baby.
Ready. Yes. Treble is up. Turn the treble up there. Great. Bass maybe a little down. Get those levels right. And now I'm going to get this camera on point. Ooh, I've got a good idea. That's nice. Now that there is nice. Take a look at that right there.
Ooh, I'm feeling good too.
We're just having a hang. Is what we're doing.
Feeling thirsty. Feeling thirsty already.
Here, let me turn you up. Speak.
This is me. I'm Sam Wen. This is how I talk.
Gorgeous.
I don't usually sit on a couch in this corner of my restaurant, but you know.
Hey. Oh,
Whatever, dog. Doesn't matter to me.
Talking. We're talking.
We're at the third component of the all-day live stream. Danger Dan says, nice Big Lebowski shirt, dude.
How can you read from that far away?
I have 20/20 vision.
It's best that you're here.
You old geezers. You damn geezers. Okay, everyone can hear us. I want to get a glass of... Oh, up? The whole thing?
Up. Up.
Up.
Hi, Kevin.
Like the Pixar film. Up. 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 Oh. You're not plugged into this. No, I know. Oh. There we go. Okay, we'll repeat the questions for the streamers. Hey, thanks, y'all.
Anybody interested in what's going on over here? This is going to be a Q&A with not only the founders and owners of Brain Dead Brewing, Mr. Sam Wynn and Jeff Fryman, but also Marc Rebillet, one of Dallas's great previously undiscovered talents. I think we're discovering a lot of shit right now. So, if you guys are interested in what's been going on here, they're going to be talking a few questions, also talking about the movie that we got going on tonight, Mulholland Drive. We're going to be showing that. Probably around 8 o'clock if you guys want to stick around. If you're at all curious about what we've been doing here,
Guys,
come on over to West Dining, take a gander.
ask
We'll be,
questions
interrupting all of
on
you
the
with
chat.
questions, and you're gonna go to
Ask us questions. If there are any questions you have wanted to ask me but have not been able to call in, ask them in the chat. Also, tip me money. I appreciate that.
Also, to the real people that are staring at us, you can also ask him questions as well.
That's right.
Or tip him. You can also bring him cash if you'd like to tip him. He accepts cash gratuity on the couch as well.
Yeah, on the couch, throwing it in my G-string, wherever you want to put it. Let me introduce these two burly gentlemen here with big, hot beards. This is Jeff Fryman to my right. He's the co-founder of Brain Dead Brewing, along with Sam Wynn to my second right. Both the founders of Brain Dead Brewing, brewery and restaurant here in Dallas, Texas. Give it up for Sam and Jeff.
And for the real people here and the people that are watching, this is Marc Rebillet, as our friend Kev on the mic over there already has announced. You might have seen him offending you while you were eating food earlier. We wanted to take this time to ask Marc some questions about him, and hopefully you guys ask questions. I haven't seen it yet, but I really can't see from this far away.
One of y'all can tune in, or can like pull up the stream on your phone or the chat, or I don't know, something. I can do it on mine.
Okay. We also do this thing called Growler Stations,
Here.
so we are forcing that in there as well. We have 2 growlers in front of us you can see.
Yes.
Maybe.
Yes.
The plan is to drink those in 30 minutes, but if it goes a little bit longer, hey, it goes a little bit longer.
Yeah, this is a show that Sam is doing as well, where he's interviewing all sorts of business people and people of interest around the Dallas Metroplex. And he brings growlers around and pours them out and gets fucked up and talks about shit. Hey.
This is the way interviewers sit.
Yeah, what is this, 60 Minutes?
Hello.
What is that? Hey, actually,
How you doing? Hey, Marc.
thank you so much.
What if they did sit this close?
You know what?
So the next question I have.
Thank you so much for having me.
Let me get this real quick.
Yeah. Yo, thank you so much.
All right, so my first question, Marc. Where do you get all those ideas?
God damn it. Where do your ideas come from, you know?
But
What's your
seriously,
process?
I don't want to, but that is a dumb question. But at the same time, there is something into that question. Where do you you stand up there, and Corey from Common Table, he told me one time you were just looking at the TV and you were saying what the news guy was saying and seeing who would catch up, the quickest. Is there a method? Is there a It's really fun to watch, and almost I don't care how you do it because I just like it. But
Thank you. I'll take it from here. No. No, I don't know. I don't know if I have a method, really. I don't know. I think I owe most of what I'm doing to Reggie Watts, because that dude introduced me to what like improvisational live looping is. You know, his thing is he does a lot more of it with his mouth and with the microphone, whereas I use a lot more like digital sounds and digital instruments and whatnot. But his method is essentially what I'm doing. Maybe I'm a little more chaotic and vulgar, but yeah, man, I don't know. I just like, I pull up an instrument. The instrument makes me think about a certain style of music that I want to like start with, a tempo, jungle beat, hip hop, what are we doing? Jazz, soul, whatever it is. And you start with the beat. And then the rest just follows. There is no method. I really should have just said that. There is no method.
So I got a couple questions. Couple questions here from the YouTube.
Oh, hit us.
Might have gotten these many times before over the years, but Jack Beamish wants to know what loop pedal you're using on your sets.
The loop pedal is a Boss RC505. It's it was about $4.99 when I got it. Pretty affordable for a piece of equipment that powerful. And yeah, it's a beautiful standing loop pedal, which is what sets it apart. Most other loop pedals are foot-based, and this one you can work from a desk, and so that's why I like it.
Someone asked what the Instagram handles are. You're Marc Rebillet.
That's
You
right.
got that one.
That's right.
Jeff, let's call Jeff Braindead Brew on the old Instagram. He's also Hello Fryman. And then I'm Saucer Sam, and Dallas Kicks Ass. We've also got Bowls and Tacos down the road, so follow us on the IGs.
Dallas Kicks Ass, for anyone who travels through Dallas, is a really lovely Instagram which Sam updates feverishly, where he goes from place to place, trying dishes out, recommending things, talking about the little gems and treasures of Dallas County, and it's actually really great. I recommend it.
Petrenko wants to know who your favorite Golden Girl is.
Oh man, I gotta say Sophia, dude. Estelle Getty. I mean, how can you top that saucy bitch? Right. Just walking into every room, laying down the fucking realness. Like, they all are special and wonderful, but then Sophia just comes in and fucks everything up. She's the best. Hey. I don't know. What do you want? You never do anything. You never leave the house.
All right, so on the note of the pedal and things like that, Sean Conway of Awesome Sound always says, "Oh man, this rig, the fucking rig he's got." So I don't know that much about music. When you talk about rig, I guess he's just talking about that guy's setup. So
yeah.
For like the nerdier questions, stuff that I would like actually want to dive into, what's your whole setup that you use?
You want me to lay out the setup?
Yeah, lay out that setup.
Yo.
He's about to lay it out.
Yo, we about to lay this. Okay, the setup is the loop pedal, which is a Boss RC505, okay? Then we have a MacBook Pro. That's running Logic Pro. It's also running Contact. There's all sorts of virtual instruments loaded into Contact, wired through Logic Pro. I use MainStage as a performance UI for Logic Pro. I have all the instruments laid out in there so I can cue them up really easily. I play the instruments using a 49-key M-Audio Axiom MIDI controller with velocity-sensitive keys and an 8-pad drum pad setup. All of that. Okay. So the instruments are queued up through MainStage. They get played through the keyboard. That sound gets routed to the loop station. The loop station then takes the sound and runs it into either whatever PA I'm using. I also have a little mic with an on and off switch. It's very important for me to have an on and off switch on this microphone. Otherwise, if I'm playing live, it's going to pick up way too much sound. So I turn the microphone off while I'm laying down the beats, the sick little bits. And yeah. Oh, what do we got?
This one comes from, oh shoot, I lost it. Here we go. El Suso Dicho wants to know, Marc, where were you born, or do you have any relationship with Spain? A two-part question.
Oh, that's interesting. I do have a distant relationship.
España.
It's actually España.
España.
Yeah, it's España. I spent about a week off the coast of. I wasn't in Spain, but I met a lot of locals, and yeah, I really could. No, I was born here in Dallas, Texas. I moved to Atlanta when I was 3, Atlanta, Georgia, Peachtree Road. When I was 5, I moved to Inglewood, New Jersey. I lived there. Inglewood, Bergen County, coming at you, little rah. And then when I was 12, I moved back to Dallas. And then I moved to some other places. It's fucking boring. And then I moved back here a few years ago. But the Spanish, my father is Parisian. He's French. Gilbert Rebillet, a beautiful human being. His grandfather was Simon de Zubia de la Lusa or some bullshit like that. Something like that. Some Spanish motherfucker. So that's my Spanish lineage.
Okay. We briefly talked about this before, but when you lay down things, it sounds awesome, right? What's
Thanks,
the difference?
Doug. Right?
What's the difference?
Yeah, it totally does.
I'm getting to the fucking question, all right?
Remember the Beatles?
Yeah.
Hey, remember that one song? That was good.
That was awesome.
Okay, so what's the difference between that, what you do, and then like a highly produced song, that you hear on a rap, whatever.
Yeah, we were talking about this. And one of the things we were talking about is why...
I told you not to bring it up.
Sharon. No. The discussion was why am I not able to achieve that like
oh man, you're getting all negative. I'm not saying that.
No, but
I'm
I'm
killed
saying
it today.
Well, thanks. But it's like occasionally I don't feel like I'm able for like that the stuff that I do to hit as hard as I might want it to hit. And the problem is the reason it's very difficult for me to do this is because I'm laying down this shit like live. And so when you're listening to a track that's produced by like Madlib or RZA or Timbaland or the Neptunes or whatever.
Never heard of them.
Who are those people?
Hold on, slow down. I need to write these down.
But when you're listening to those tracks, you feel there's an enormous weight to the bass that catches right behind the kick, and the little shakers are sitting right up there above everything, sort of isolated in the frequency range, chilling beautifully. And the reason for that is they're mixed and mastered to shit. I mean, a producer and an engineer spent like hours and hours on each one of those tracks, making sure that each layer was properly mixed, sitting in its own proper place on the frequency range. So my challenge when I'm playing live is to make it sound kind of like that, but with no opportunity for mixing or mastering whatsoever. So like the goal for me is for the individual sounds that I'm using, all the bass sounds that I have, all the drum kits that I've put together, all these fucking keyboard bullshit and all of that, to all sound like crisp and fairly isolated on their own, so that when I put them together with like whatever other instrument, because I'm always changing, it's like different instruments are being put together with different drum kits, boom, bam, boom. It's like a little whatever, not a jigsaw puzzle, but it's like some shit that shifts around all the time, that they all need to be able to operate well together. And that's a big challenge, production-wise, or live performance-wise, is just a very difficult thing to do. And so I'm still struggling with that. And I'm still trying to get these sounds to sound as good as possible, man, because, yeah, I just don't have the opportunity to mix and master.
One of my favorite things that you do when you're performing is you take a page out of stand-up comedy and you bring it, obviously, to your music. But but you do that like instrumentally. You stand-up comedians love using the callback, where you reference something from earlier and everyone gets the joke. You have this like comedic timing to your musical timing that I don't really see in other people's music, and I think that's what makes it so refreshing for me as a listener and a fan, is that some of your references are coming from outside of music, and I think that's super awesome. I want to pat you on the back for that.
Thanks, dog. I appreciate that.
Wait, more dick sucking. Hold on. Really, after you explain it, and more when you explain it now, as I was driving home yesterday, I thought it made me almost appreciate it more. Because when you hear that shit that is awesome, right? You hear a Wu-Tang album and you think, man, that's fucking like dope and
So
crisp.
dope.
And like
So
every
fucking
sound
dope.
is like perfect.
Yeah.
They spent hours after he put down that beat to do all their voices, to do all the sounds, everything, and you're doing it right there on the spot. And that really does take a different kind of human being to do that. So
Well, I don't know, man. It's chaotic. Yeah, it takes a lot of effort, but and sometimes it sucks. Like that's the thing. Like sometimes there's just some part of it that, oh, that's what I'm talking about. Yo, shout out to Jared with these massage hands. Yo, JJ.
So you're a fan, forgive me on the pronunciation, there's some umlauts in here that I'm not super great with. But Vaike Oswald, sorry, it's the best I got for you. Marc, are you uncomfortable with your fans calling you Loop Daddy? Loop Daddy, and then there's some shout outs to Loop Daddy from Adam Crane Hill and a few other people. I think we're making this Loop Daddy thing
I
stick.
love it. Are you kidding
Marc
me?
Loop Daddy Rebillet.
Loop
I think
Daddy.
that just became
Cradling.
thanks to Vaike.
Cradling you little babies in the manger, just fucking laying you down and feeding you some formula. You know what I'm talking about? Loop Daddy coming in with this good parenting. Call me that all you want, guys.
that's from the Bible, right?
Yeah, it's Leviticus, I think, 14:6.
Yeah.
And Loop Daddy,
Mangers and milk.
milk and nasty shit, I believe.
And
in
Loop
them.
Daddy. Walk
got
to
another-
the water.
And Loop Daddy.
K-Dog. You got anybody? We got K-Dog out here in the field.
Yeah, I actually do have. Hey, what's your name, brother? Kyle. Yo, Kyle. If you
Yeah.
had one question to ask this guy, what would you ask?
What's your biggest inspiration for mixing?
Kyle asks, what's your biggest inspiration for mixing?
This is a question from the crowd. We're
Pay
repeating it for the
attention, Kyle.
internet. Kyle, thanks for your question. My biggest inspiration for mixing.
Someone in the audience said Sir Mix-a-Lot. I like that answer, though. That's a good-
That's great.
Marc, I do happen to have another question. I actually have been talking with a fun individual who happened to leave earlier today.
Oh.
He knows you're a big fan of ice cream. He has to know, what is your favorite ice cream flavor of all time?
Oh my God. Oh my God. Okay, I've got like three. But first let me answer. I'll take those in order. Kevin asked another question from the crowd was, what is your favorite ice cream flavor? I happen to love ice cream. Don't go away, everyone, because the very exciting answer to this question is coming up. Okay. Inspiration, Madlib, Jay Dilla, Sly and the Family Stone.
In that order, 1, 2, 3.
In that order. Yeah, that's right. And, God, so many people, man. I don't even know. I don't know. I mean,
Beat happening.
dude, like Raffi.
Raffi. Yeah.
Raffi's a
Baby
huge
Beluga.
influence.
Baby Beluga really just sings to my soul.
Massive.
You know,
Apples and bananas.
I was about to say, I like to ite is so up your alley. I bet you were ootin' ooples and banunus long
All
before anybody
day.
else.
Oh, no, recently. I just listened to that LP yesterday in the car. Great album. Ice cream flavors. Top 3. Bluebell Cookies and Cream. Chunky Monkey by Ben & Jerry's, which is banana ice cream, walnuts, pecans, and dark chocolate chunks, and then of course cheesecake brownie, also by Ben and Jerry's.
Can I give like a fantasy ice cream flavor?
Oh yeah.
I don't think I've ever seen white chocolate macadamia nut ice cream.
Ooh.
The other day I was at a wedding function, I think, and I had a raspberry white chocolate macadamia nut cookie, and it really
Yo.
maybe it was sun-dried cherry, who knows. But
That's
I
hot.
think that would translate beautifully
Oh.
to a nice Madagascar vanilla base for an ice cream.
Oh, some heavy cream.
Yeah.
Oh,
So if
we're
anyone
talking-
out there is in the creamery business, if you could, please come through with some sun-dried cherry white chocolate
Let's make it
macadamia nut
happen.
ice cream.
Let's make that happen.
They have the cookie.
This is some
Bullshit.
Industrial wants to know, do you tend to use preset synths and stuff, or do you tweak them to make your own?
There's a mix of both. I use some presets from Massive and from the Logic library, too. There's some stuff that sounds good in there. But generally, I'll tweak it a little bit because usually they put some annoying delay on there or some filter that I don't really like, so I'll either remove that and just change it. Just I don't know what I'm doing when I'm messing around with this shit. I'm just like moving knobs around and listening to how it sounds, and then when it sounds fine, I'll use it. And then
I've seen you do that. I've seen you.
Yeah.
I've seen you play and find what you want to lay in. you
yeah,
know?
yeah, and then like if I use it for a couple of shows and it doesn't sound good, I'll delete it. I'll just take it out and make room for more. you know?
Okay, I got two questions back to back for you. Tron Potatoes getting a little thirsty. He's really begging. Tron Potatoes. So I'm going to squeeze it in there. Do you like the art that he made for you? Are you familiar with Tron Potato? Tron Potato's art that he made for you. He's asked a handful of times.
Okay, I'm gonna ask if it was that like line drawing from Microsoft Paint that made me look like the victim of a car accident.
Tron Potato, we need you to answer the follow-up question. We'll get back to you, your topic here in a little bit.
Yes.
My next one was, I don't know how to pronounce this, No Joy Loff, Nausea Loff. How did Marc start all this madness? I've only followed from Festival and beyond.
Oh, wow.
Someone that started being your fan at Festival, perhaps, even though it goes long before that.
It sure does.
Long like his Johnson. You heard it here first.
That's right. Nothing better than that dinosaur penis. But yeah, I've been on the I've been like struggling on the YouTube game for a hot while. I've been messing around with a whole bunch of different kinds of videos. I spent a while like uploading like just ideas, like random ideas that I had. Like there was one that, what if there was like a really high-end boutique hotel that renovated their rooms to look like the customers' rooms every time someone booked. It's like $15,000 a night, but you like booked your own room. Yeah. There's just stupid shit like that, and that didn't do well. And then, I don't know, I started doing the looping thing, and people watched, and here we are.
So a follow-up question just from me. This comes from Sam here on the couch with you. So you played here at Brain Dead at some employee parties and some of our more private personal functions.
Yes.
Those early, you were doing your YouTube thing before you brought YouTube to our patio and our little spot here. Were there any other early shows out there that were kind of you just letting it out of the house a little bit?
Yes, there were a couple. Not a ton, but there were a few. They were really nerve-wracking. I had no idea what I was doing. I guess I still don't. But yeah, I did one at That. If anyone from Dallas knows That, it was like this loft space, right not far from here, off of Exposition, that this woman Samantha McCurdy owned, and threw some really dope parties there. And I played a performance there. And then I did another one somewhere else, but they were, they really weren't all that far from what I'm doing now, just not quite as tight, not quite as Not quite as tight and arranged, but yeah.
You get tighter every time.
If only
Just
that
wanted-
were the case.
Just wanted to let you know.
I work the opposite from biology.
I got a weird question.
Go ahead. No, go ahead, man.
All right, so do mics do something if it
I don't think so, man.
when you play more, you want to keep it.
Sure,
like
go
this?
ahead, man.
So when you keep playing more and more,
Uh-huh.
and as people, you probably play songs a little bit, like the rape song, right?
Yeah.
I don't know if it's called the rape song, but it's
Yeah.
called No Rape Song. The No Rape song.
No
Excuse me.
rape. Yeah.
Thank you, Sam.
Yeah.
Do you?
Yeah.
Does it bother you that people are like, play that song, or are you happy about it secretly and you're like, ugh, I gotta play this song that people like because you want to, just do original shit all the time? That's my question.
It's interesting you bring that up. Thanks to Kalan331, I appreciate that tip from New Zealand. We got tipped New Zealand dollars.
Hell yeah.
Thank you. I do not get I at first when I started playing, I was annoyed to have to play shit that was planned. But now I enjoy it because it's nice to have a part of the set that at least some people are familiar with and that, I don't have to put a lot of effort into thinking about. I already know how it goes, and it's nice. I think it's a nice piece of familiarity to rest back on. I like it.
Is there a reason you won't play Twitter page for me again, even though I shouted at you about 2-3 times a week?
Let me tell you why. There's a reason.
Twitter page is what's Twitter page really called?
Dude, I don't even know because it's some title that has.
Is that BlizzCon? No.
No, it's way before that. I don't remember.
9 million dresses?
No, it's before that.
Oh shoot!
If anyone knows what the Twitter page song is called, write it in the
Let me
in the
see a
live
Twitter
chat.
page. It's real like Five Diggy. It's it's real tribey. Hey! Hey, why don't you talk a little quieter into that microphone? It's pretty loud.
Hey.
Nice. So, Marc,
Yes.
can you spell your last name? And I'm going to write it down.
I'd be happy.
He's asking for Marc to spell his last name.
That's right. And I'd be happy to. The last name is spelled R-E, B as in boy, I-L-L-Z-Q-T-X 4 ellipses. I'm sorry. The last name is Rebillet. It looks like Rebillet. It's pronounced Rebillet. Oh, dude, I love this. That's Control Doom. Control to Doom. Yeah, you can put it up there, sure. This is a great piece of artwork. I use it. I use it every now and then. Look at that.
You can get it in there. You can get it tighter.
Shout out to.
Get it closer. Pull it in. Is it good?
Yeah, pull it in even further.
Closer.
Yeah. It's a really dope piece of artwork, and I appreciate this guy for reaching out to me. Let me just tell you real quick why I don't do Twitter page anymore.
Okay. All right. Yeah.
Because this is
please. I'll stop shouting it at you.
No. I've
maybe.
thought about this because I've done it a few times and it doesn't sell. It doesn't hit the way I expect it to. Every time I've played it, it's just not received the way I expect it to be received. So I don't play it anymore.
It's because you do it without me. I'm an instrumental part of the audience. Okay, so I got another one from Rapadap. Rapadap. No, Rapadap.
Yeah.
Would you rather be an owl or a dolphin?
I know the answer to this.
I'm going to ask Jeff the question after you answer.
Well, there's only one answer, and that's a dolphin. What? And
Perfect.
The reason being because Gerald Broflovsky in South Park had an obsession with dolphins and underwent a full...
J-Brof.
J-Brof, yo, props. Underwent a full dolphinoplasty. And I just can't answer anything other than dolphin because I love that episode of South Park so much. And I love Gerald Broflovsky. so much. If I could swim with the dolphins, the soft and gentle dolphins. Now, Jeff, why do you want to be an owl?
Well, owls are fucking badass, dude.
I agree.
I'm a night person, and they're predators. So they fucking just sail down and fucking boop, just pick up a little mouse or whatever they eat. I don't know what they eat.
They're incredibly violent creatures.
Nah. So are animals in general.
Yeah.
That's not part of the argument.
I guess that's true.
They're fucking dope. That's what they are. An owl, first of all, that's a sweet name. Owl. Dolphin sounds like, I'm a dolphin. You know? Gaga.
Also, don't dolphins like rape?
Oh, whoa, bro. Why do you got to get into that? No rape.
Yeah.
Dolphins have sex for pleasure. I think you might be mixing it up. Dolphins have sex for pleasure.
Oh, that's right.
I don't
That's
think
right.
They have.
They don't rape. Sea
they don't
otters
have sex
rape.
for unpleasure.
I was talking about this last night. Okay, sea otters. I'm sorry.
I got one on this. Hold on.
There's a particular kind of sea otter. The southern.
It's a
So you
southern
know
sea
about
otter.
this.
She knows. You want to?
They rape
come get in on this?
dolphins.
Come on. She. Can you come?
Come here.
Can
Come
you
here and explain this.
Can you come get
Come
in?
on,
Oh,
come on, come
all
on.
right. Please.
Oh, come on.
Pretty please. Pretty please. Just real fast.
Hey guys, why don't you go ahead and drop it here?
That's not plugged into the YouTube.
Yeah, it's not
plugged
Come
in.
on, come on, come on. Explain it. Explain it.
What's your name? She doesn't want to be probably on video.
She doesn't want to be on. Oh, I see. Okay. Yeah, it's okay. It's okay. We're going to repeat this because southern sea otters.
Yes, he is. That part's free. Other person, Kevin. All right. She's not
No, but-
interested. She's not interested. I think we maybe need to move on.
The
Pleasure meeting you. I feel like we're closer. Thank you so much.
The-
Stephanie, you guys enjoy it.
the part of the study that's interesting about this is that they rape these seals, or do they rape seals or dolphins? It's the sea otters that rape seals. They rape anything that swims. And then they rape them until they're dead. And then the study shows that they rape the dead corpse for up to 7 days after the being is dead.
So, if you don't mind me stepping in here,
Right?
I'm going to lighten this up just a little, not a whole lot.
What's up?
I was watching.
Was that dark?
I was listening to Radio Lab and
Oh.
Robert Korlwich and
John Abramrad.
Abramrad
Oh, yeah.
fans out there. They did a special one time about a young woman who ended up working in a science facility. She responded to an ad for people that needed people to help teach dolphins some things. And she actually lived in a dormitory with a dolphin that was flooded to 2.5 feet.
Oh, really?
And so she slept on the top bunk and spent her time in the dormitory with the dolphin at 2.5 feet of water. And they were working on the alphabet and counting to 10 or 20 or something like that. And she actually admitted to it was easier for her to keep her roommate dolphin on track if she jerked it off first. It would stay more focused. Well, just a little bit. Just a little.
Not too much.
Yeah, just a little. And would help it get on point. But they were trying to count to 10. The facility ended up shutting down because he was dosing the dolphins with LSD during other aspects of the scientific process. I wish I could remember the details, but there was bases in Hawaii, I think, and then Puerto Rico. There was a little bit of both.
Who the fuck was
going on.
monitoring this?
The guy giving the dolphins the acid was the one in charge.
That's amazing.
Yeah,
Holy
yeah.
shit.
Yeah.
Just this dolphin.
So-
Here, have some acid.
So, no need.
Oh, that's beautiful.
So, yeah,
Is there any more beer by any
Yeah,
chance?
you want to try a different one?
Ooh, what do we
This
have?
one is Sword in the Crown. Oh, never mind. Shoot that. Take a shot of that. That's Mechanical Advantage German Pilsner.
So tell us about this beer, Sam.
Yeah, that's the one-handed growler lid removal. This is Sword in the Crown, which is a rye ESB. ESB stands for extra special bitters, and rye stands for fucking delicious. And it is made here at Brain Dead Brewing. It's one of my favorites because it's got a lot of that like old school English brewing tradition, the ones that they like to thumb their nose at us silly Americans for not respecting the subtlety of both their humor and their brewing styles. But yeah, it's a really great one. It's got a nice heavy rye dose, so it's have some spiciness, 5.5% alcohol, pretty nice and easy drinking. But beer.
Let me tell you what, everybody. This tastes
Oh, yum.
fucking
Oh,
delicious.
yummy.
Ooh, yummy. You know what I'm saying about that? Yummy.
Speaking of Radiolab, what podcasts do you listen to?
Ooh.
That comes from Ben. His
Just
YouTube
Ben?
name is Ben. Yeah.
Wow,
he's
nice,
like
Ben.
the OGest of YouTube OGs.
Seriously.
He really hacked into the depths of the
Ben, tell us how old your YouTube
the
account
first
is.
Ben to ever register on YouTube ever.
The podcasts I listen to.
Been on there a while.
Hey. Let's give that guy the microphone back.
He's been there. Podcasts I listen to. I love Comedy Bang Bang. It's an incredible podcast. When it's incredible, it's really incredible. I like 99% Invisible. I listened to Serial when it first came out. This American Life, obviously. Human Brain, is that the one? Human Brain? Some shit like that. Brain something. Love and Radio. Love and Radio is an extraordinary podcast. They have a very unconventional storytelling style. They generally don't narrate at all and just tell the story entirely through the subjects that they're exploring. Love and Radio is what I would most highly recommend. That's an amazing podcast. Yeah. What do you think? Should we wrap it up? What's happening?
Sam, where are you going? Sam! We don't have to wrap up. We can do whatever we want.
Joe, what's up?
We're just sitting here, bro.
Dude, we're having a seat, bro.
So I did some Jardowski research. Is that his name?
Jodorowsky or something? Yeah.
Jodorowsky.
Yeah. It doesn't fit.
So because we're also watching a movie tonight, I don't know if you're going to stick around and watch
Yeah, I'll stick around.
Mulholland Drive.
That's right.
I don't know if
Brain
you've ever
Dead
seen that.
It's a Lynch classic. I love it. Have
It's a
seen
Lynch
it.
joint?
What is that? A Lynch? Was that a Lynch number?
There were like 3 or 4 other ones that I was like looking at, and I was like, I don't know if I can play it on a Sunday night, you know?
Oh yeah.
Uh,
Mulholland Drive
a
gets
lot of-
pretty saucy
anything
though,
from
too.
Gaspar Noé, like
Enter the Void or
dude, Into the Void is the one I wanted to play
Irreversible.
because like I was taking what you did, right? Like your idea, kind of innovative, like doing shit like on the fly, being artistic, and then like movies that are like crazy out there like that they actually take a chance on, you know. They only made like $350,000.
Yeah.
They only made it with that amount, and then they only made that amount. I mean,
Right.
if you watch it, it makes you think, but it's actually really good. Things like that, and that's the one I would like. Enter the Void is the one I wanted to play. But
Enter the
it's
Void
just
is
way too like if a lady came in here and was like just eating a chicken fried steak, and
Dude.
like, what the fuck is this movie?
Yeah, like if anyone who's not familiar with Gaspar Noé's work, like comes in and sees like 10 minutes of that
Yeah.
thing, they have no idea what
Check
the
out
shit
this
is going
cave.
on. Yeah.
Why
Oh
is
my-
that guy on that guy's back? This is weird.
Is this a first-person sex scene from the point of view of a penis? Wow, how interesting.
Rapidap's coming in for a second time, by the way.
Oh.
He wanted to help us with the follow-up on the Dolphins and the LSD.
Oh yeah.
And John C. Lilly is actually the guy behind the Dolphins and the LSD.
He's the researcher?
Jason B. Remembers that Radio Lab episode, but Rapidap coming through in the pinch is John C. Lilly. Let's check it out. Not to be confused with John C. Riley, I think.
Who has
Different
been known,
person entirely.
Right, he gives acid to different sea animals, not dolphins. Yeah. Oh man. Well, yeah. This David Lynch film is a good one to watch. I feel like it's maybe one of the most accessible David Lynch films in terms
I
of
think
a
the last
narrative.
one I saw, there was a family of rabbits, and I didn't know what the fuck was going on. It's like you have to give it like 3 viewings, and it's like, dude, I don't have that much time anymore.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Stephanie's got a comment.
About
The dolphin studies were funded by NASA.
dubbed by NASA.
Oh my God, Stephanie,
Holy shit!
who's the lady at the
They
table
can hear
over here.
us.
The study on the dolphins with the acid and the masturbating was funded by NASA. Yes! 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 Thank you for joining us. Stephanie, right?
Stephanie.
Yeah, hi.
Take the mic.
Do I have to?
Yeah, yes, you do.
Shit.
And put it close to your mouth.
That's what they all say.
That is what they all say. So tell us more about this study.
It actually started as a communication study. That's why it was funded, to study animal communication. And John C. Lilly got a little carried away, and he fed the dolphins some LSD, and it got real carried away.
Really?
He started to, and then the woman, I can't think of her name, who was the dolphin caretaker, kind of took part in it as well.
Now,
Just to make it easier. It wasn't a sexual thing. It was
yeah,
No, it was helping the dolphin.
helping the dolphin. Now, why are you familiar with this study? Is it in your line of work?
It is. I'm a zookeeper.
Oh, you're a zookeeper. That's
So
awesome.
animal behavior is what I do.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Where do you zookeep?
The Dallas Zoo.
Oh, man. They just underwent a dramatic renovation, didn't they?
We're always renovating.
Oh, always renovating. Oh.
Always.
I enjoyed my time there the last time I was there.
As you should.
It was lovely. It was a really good experience. I have a distant memory of it not being such a pleasant experience.
It was not. And you know what happens when you go from a city-owned zoo to a privately owned zoo? Things change.
Oh, is that what happened?
Yes.
When did that happen? When did that change happen?
7, 8 years ago, I believe.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, almost 9 years, I think.
That sounds right.
Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds like I know what the
Big-
fuck I'm
big
talking
change.
about. Yeah, that sounds
Are
right.
we moving in the right direction? Do you think we made the right choice?
It's a world-class zoo with award-winning habitats for the animals, with award-winning animal care. So, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Give it up for the Dallas Zoo.
You know they have a. This is comfortable actually.
Isn't that nice?
Just holding it like this.
Just hold my hand.
Is my hand cold? You have the largest population of poisonous animals, right? Or poisonous venomous.
Venomous.
Oh.
We have the largest. We go back and forth. Us and another zoo always go back and forth with the largest venomous collection of snakes and reptiles.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
If anyone has any questions for Stephanie, who's a zookeeper, has some really interesting things to say, type them out. We're happy to have you here.
Question, yes.
Do like little dart frogs. My wife hates frogs. Little dart frogs, I fucking love them. They're like little tiny little guys, but like they can't kill me, right?
Poison dart frogs are only poisonous by what they eat. So when they are in a captive setting like they are in zoos, they're not fed the food that makes them poisonous. Therefore, they are not poisonous.
Wow.
Yes! Bullshit!
So their ability to be poisonous is exclusively based on their diet.
On their diet, and you can meet their dietary nutritional needs without feeding the specific thing that makes them poisonous.
Now, what is the specific thing that makes them poisonous?
I'm not a herd keeper. I don't know.
Oh, okay. Well, that's
I know a little bit about it.
Arugula. It's arugula.
a
Chime
steady
in there. I'm
diet
going to chime in there. I know that answer.
of non-GMO
Yeah,
arugula.
Yeah. The GMOs neutralize the poison.
You don't
so
want the
can't-
GMOs. Yeah,
you
you
can't
need to
do
go to
that.
Whole Foods, to Swole Foods, and get some arugula. Yeah. Does any? Oh, at the Zookeeper, who would win in a fight,
Fuck this shit.
a grizzly bear or a silverback gorilla?
They don't live on the same continent, so it's an invalid question.
Oh shit! Get the fuck out! You don't deserve to be asking questions, you piece of shit!
Danger Dan, unsubscribe right now.
If they did live on the same continent.
But they don't.
That's just a fictional universe. But yeah, okay. Let's. Stephanie clearly does not like those questions.
So,
The hypotheticals.
So someone was chiming in about dolphin orgies earlier. Mark K has asked a couple times about dolphin orgies. I decided to skip it.
Oh.
But now he's wanting to know Stephanie's thoughts on orangutan orgies, and I didn't know that orangutans also orgied.
Oh.
Orangutans are the common animal that people think of, but actually, if you want to look up, if your kink is ape orgies, then look up bonobos. Because
Bonobos?
they are one of the most sexual animals. They solve everything with sex. I think we can learn a few things from them.
Really?
But bonobos solve everything by sex. Are you mad? Let's have sex.
Do they have orgies? Do they have like multiple partner sex?
I'm more questionable about this solving everything with sex.
Who bonobos?
It's like, hey, whose branch is this? And it's like a couple guys having an argument. They'll
just fuck it out.
Yeah. 100%.
Yeah. That's amazing. What is there a reason for their proclivity towards that? Or is it just like a biological imperative for them?
It's just what they do. Bonobos solve everything with sex, where chimpanzees, which look identical, solve everything with fighting. So it's just still a different animal branch.
Do bonobos tend not to fight? Is there not fighting?
It's an absolute last resort.
Oh, wow. Yeah. That's amazing. Oh, wait a second.
Right.
I have a follow-up to that.
Okay,
I got a follow-up.
Go ahead.
How do you determine the winner or the resolver of the fight through sex? How is that determined? Like, who comes first, or like?
I'm not involved in that society, so I don't really know.
Okay, I asked too much. I asked too much.
It's like,
whoa! Tip to skip.
Petrinko.
Petrinko dropped in $50. He gets his question answered immediately.
Let me give a shout
Mark.
out to him real quick.
Yeah.
It's Patrick who just tipped me. Patrick, thank you so much. He created. Oh, that's right. He created a logo for me, which I have not yet used, but which I will probably be using on merch. He's a wonderful artist. Everyone check him out, the guy who just tipped me very generously. Thank you, Patrick. Go ahead, Sam.
All right, so another one of the follow-up questions. I didn't want to interrupt. I just felt like that needed to be talked about immediately.
Yeah.
But Industrial wants to ask Stephanie kind of a deeper question. We're going into some literary things. I don't know if you're into Edgar Allan Poe or not. But he wants to know if an orangutan was actually actually the feasible murder suspect in Edgar Allan Poe's The Murders in the Rue Morgue. Simplified as, are orangutans killers? Okay, all right. She says it's a long time since high school.
Stephanie laying down the truth.
You gotta take it out there. I don't blame you. I don't blame you.
All right, so a bonobos. We're having a conversation. I'm a bonobo. That's a bonobo. I'm mad at something, right?
Yes. Let's real quick show Patrick's logo for me right there.
Go closer.
As a shout out. Yeah, it's. There it is. Isn't that awesome? I think I'm going to put that on the pocket of a shirt if Patrick will. If Patrick's cool with that. That's a shirt pocket photo right there. Thanks, Patrick, and thank you for the tip, dude. I really appreciate that.
I'm going to get this question out.
Oh, please.
So they're sitting there, right? And so I know that they don't probably speak or they communicate like humans or whatever, but so the one is like, hey, no, seriously, I want to talk about this. And he's like, nah, but seriously. And he's like, no, stop it. I want to solve this problem. Stop doing it. And he's like, no, but come on, seriously. And just tries to keep fucking with him. He's like, no, I'm not having this conversation, and just leaves. Or do they just, fuck it. And there has to be so much inside, they just build up so much emotion that they're blocking,
I think you're thinking about this a lot. You've got a lot of insights in there.
It's like sex, right?
Yeah.
Cool.
I am thinking about it a lot because that's amazing that they solve everything with that.
Is there something? Is there something? We'll let you go and have dinner, but before you go, is there something that you can tell us that maybe people who aren't familiar with the animal kingdom in as intimate of a way as you are would really like never be aware of if they were not speaking to a zookeeper?
Well, just to let you know, you said you would want to be an owl earlier. Yeah. Owls are really stupid.
Oh, really?
When you have eyes that big, they can't move them. That takes up most of the cranial space. There's not much room left for a brain.
They can't move their eyes?
No, that's why they have to turn their head so far. They physically cannot move their
Oh,
That's
wow.
why they can never remember how many licks it takes to get to the center of the Tootsie Pop.
Those dumbass owls.
They're just smart enough to survive and look pretty, and that's about it.
Wow. They do look pretty.
They're very pretty.
No.
Real dumb.
They're pretty vicious, though, too, right? Don't they look vicious?
They
on them?
can be,
They
yeah.
can be?
They seem really badass, though.
They're predators, yeah.
Man. Well, Stephanie, we don't want to keep you here.
Y'all enjoy.
Thank you for your input. Thank you so much. Give it up for Stephanie, everybody.
Stephanie!
Thank you. What a wonderful guest.
Look at that mustache.
We've got a question from the crowd.
We got a question from Mustache.
Let's hear it.
Well, I actually got a two-part question. First question
Is that Neil?
Armstrong right over here. Neil, what you got? Why are you so sexy?
Who is that directed to? I'd like to
Yeah.
like to wonder.
Yeah, which of us?
Question. I want an answer from you, and you. Why are you so sexy?
Who goes?
Let's start with you.
You know, when I think about
So the
my
question from the audience was an interesting one. Comes from a man named Neil Armstrong. Why are you so sexy? They didn't specify who it was to, so Jeff and Marc are both going to answer.
Well, first of all, I think the appropriate question is, how are you so sexy? And I'd be happy to take that answer. I'm sure it was directed at me. And the answer is with a careful routine. I'm basically Patrick Bateman. I live in a flat on the Upper East Side. I like to do 17,000 curls every morning at approximately 4:30 a.m., at which point I will binge a season of Star Trek The Next Generation while eating raw kale. At that point, I'll apply a face mask provided by Occitan, followed by a hair treatment provided by Revlon. And then I walk out the door. And that's pretty much it.
This whole house is mirrors. Fuck yeah.
Oh, hell yeah, look at me. Oh, shit.
That's a watermark.
Oh, fuck. Look at the way my penis bulges.
It's also sweet that you serial kill.
Yes, that's a part of it, too.
Same question to you. Why are you so sexy?
The question is now being directed at Jeff Fryman.
There's no real reason, you know. I live, and it happens. Neil?
He lives, it happens.
That's the best.
And to my friend Sam over here. Why are you so sexy?
Many of you may remember the biblical tale of Samson. And it actually is God told me, appeared to me in a dream that as long as I didn't trim my beard or my hair, that I would continue to grow sexier with every extending inch of my whiskers. So about every 12 months I start over. I'm actually going to be going babyface here before too long. I'm
Really?
preparing for an old-fashioned freak out.
The last time I saw you babyface was when I began working at this very restaurant 3 years ago.
It's getting ready to happen. 3 years. Yeah.
I'm excited.
So then, Melissa is your Delilah?
That's sweet.
No, I mean, she burns his eyes out. Samson, you know that? Just letting
Guys,
you know.
I want to thank all of you who are tuned in right now and who have continued to tune in all day long since 10 a.m. this morning. Really appreciate all of you being here, supporting my channel, supporting the music that I'm making. It's it means a lot, and I don't know, man. Y'all are just extremely supportive. I don't know. It's like,
You about to cry?
dude, it's not.
You can, man.
It's just nothing that I wanted to. Like, I didn't want to.
What are you doing,
I didn't
bro?
want to bring this up.
Hi, Kev.
Kevin, say hello.
Hi. So, second question. Well, first of all, I want to point out, actually, just had a great comparison. The women's luge is going on right now, and all this, we don't even need to be watching the Olympics. We're getting what we need from three guys on a couch. Women's luge. Got it. Second of all, Marc, question for you. Besides Reggie Watts, what is one artist that you would want to collaborate with?
Oh boy.
Live show or studio? Live show or studio?
Live show or studio?
Ladies
Who
and
would I
gentlemen,
want to collaborate
Have a
with?
good one.
That's a great question. Kevin's worming out of there. Holy shit. I'll tell you exactly who I would want to collaborate with. James Blake. I would want to collaborate with James Blake. I want to know, songwriting-wise, what is going on in that dude's mind, and I want to know how the fuck he employs those instincts in a studio setting. And I especially want to know how he thinks about writing a song on the piano, because he has such an incredible ear for nailing melodic lines and chord structures and chord progressions that are unusual and interesting and haven't been done before, but that somehow sound as though like they're classic. You know, they sound as though maybe they have been done before, but they haven't. And he is one of the most talented songwriters working right now. I know he's popular, but he's not nearly popular enough. And if any of you have not listened, this can be a little mini part of my music recommendation series. If you have not listened to James Blake's first LP, his self-titled LP, entitled James Blake, obviously, I just said that, it is one of my favorite albums of all time. That's not an exaggeration. I know there are a lot of albums out there, but that is one of my favorite of all time. It's one of the most creative, dynamic, insane pieces of music you will ever have the pleasure of hearing, and it's made by one person. And it's very special. So I would like to collaborate with that guy. I don't think I'm nearly talented enough, but there you go.
So all instruments are him? I mean, like
Yeah,
a
everything.
Lenny Kravitz kind of thing?
Everything. Yeah, everything. He sings. He has an extraordinary voice. Yeah, he's a fucking beast, dude. He's classically trained to the point of, like, you know, doing $100 a ticket solo performances on the piano in a concert hall, you know, on like a fucking Bosendorfer Grand, you know, just like that's it. He's not even doing his electronic shit. He's just playing a piano for an hour and a half, and people are paying $100 to go see that shit. It's not even what he's known for. But yeah, he's amazing.
So James Blake.
James Blake.
Hit up Marc.
He's the
Loop
man.
Daddy over here.
Loop Daddy. Loop Daddy Rebillet pissing on these hoes. Y'all know how it is. One question from the crowd.
One last question from the crowd before we close off the crowd.
Yes. Yeah.
When it comes, say it one more time.
Hi, Marc.
Hi.
Mallory, Dallas, how are you?
Hey, Mallory. Great
Mallory
to meet you.
Dallas.
I was just wondering how you deal with the
Someone's asking a question.
you know, how did you try to start doing all of this? Because obviously you must have dealt with a bunch of negative, oh, well, why would I do this? Because no one would want to watch it. How did you just overcome all of that and say, you know what, fuck it,
Yeah.
F it.
Yeah.
I'm going to do it anyway because at some point maybe somebody will watch me. How did you
All right. So Mallory, sorry, we have to
Thank you,
repeat
Mallory.
into the thing.
Yeah.
So Mallory from Dallas, I'm not going to ask the whole question because I can't remember exactly how she said, but when you first started, how did you get over the negativity in your head that says, you can't do this, Marc, you can't do this? And then how do you make it happen? Essentially?
I am very lucky to have always been like performing in one capacity or another, in theater, in music, and that's like I've never had the impulse, which I'm very lucky. I know this. I'm very lucky to be like built this way, that like I shouldn't get up on stage and yell a bunch of shit to people. That was never ever a thing. Never a thing that was like, should I do this? I'm not sure if this is...
I'm a GIF guy, so, you know, if you want to get going again.
We're no longer friends. No, but yeah, that impulse, like the impulse to get up and do something in front of people has always felt more right than any voice saying you maybe shouldn't, or like this is gonna be weird or something. I just don't care. I just don't give a fuck. Like there's something about having people's attention that is a lot of fun. And if you can just like settle, like sit into that feeling and be comfortable in that place where it's like, people are watching me, I don't really care what they expect from me, I'm just gonna give them something, then it's like, I don't know, it's just super liberating. I enjoy it. I've never felt uncomfortable by it. There's never been a self-esteem issue around it or behind it. I have never felt insecure about it. And again, I know I'm very lucky because a lot of people have to overcome a lot of that shit when they want to be a performer. I never have had to, because I guess I've just spent a lot of time doing it as a kid. So it's like, I don't know, the impulse is just natural for me.
If I can speculate a little bit on your process, I honestly feel like you kind of just, you get into your zone and it just happens. It stops being so much what you want to.
Yes.
You know, you performed at my Christmas Day birthday party this year.
I did.
Dropped a hot 3.5 hours of some sweet Marc Rebillet action live, including some Halo tracks. Any Halo fans out there?
That's right.
Yeah.
We made that up on the spot.
Danced with my Halo helmet. But you know, we booked 3 hours, and I told you, I was like, hey, I don't want any vocals for the first hour. Just do your piano thing, and like 10 minutes in, there you are with the vocals, letting it rip. And I tell you that not as an unhappy customer. Let me clarify. I just think that you don't necessarily have as much like control over it. Like when you get up there and you start going and you start doing your thing, it's coming out of you. You know,
That's very perceptive and better than I ever could have explained it, because you've watched it a bunch of times, and you're absolutely right. It's an impulse. It's like an instinct and an impulse, and there's just no planning it. It's like, yeah, dude, yeah, it's just fucking happens. Just happens. I wish I could break it down more, but there's like, yeah.
So like a comedian, when they go up there and they bomb, have you ever felt like something like that when like, or do you just turn it around because?
Yeah, I have. I mean, I've definitely done like a bunch of pieces for like either empty venues or venues full of people who aren't receptive to what it is I'm doing. And you can feel it. I know it's there. But again, like, I don't give a fuck. I don't care.
That's the best part about it.
I just don't care. It's like, I'm going to do something else. Hopefully you'll latch onto it. But like the fact that they don't like it, it doesn't make, but what it is like, it doesn't make me feel that it's not good. I already know that what I'm like, that I'm having fun doing what I'm doing. So people not liking it is of no consequence. It doesn't matter.
It's like, I do this in my room. The fact that you're here
watching
is more fun.
Yeah.
But if you don't like it, I don't really care.
Right. Exactly. Exactly.
And
That's exactly it.
I think they add to it if there's like an energy, and you can feel it, and you're like doing, you kind of play off them.
Oh, that's huge.
But
yes.
if not, it's like, yeah, that's cool. I'll just
if
play
there's
off
a
my
crowd
own energy
there,
in my head.
Yeah, if there's a crowd there and they're feeling it, that is special, and that helps a lot.
So a handful of folks have been asking in here, mostly Vike Oswald, who's really helping me keep control of the crowd here in the in the chat room. People have been asking about the possibility of an album, and I'd like that question to have come from me too. You know, I have my own greatest hits. I might actually end up commissioning one. If he doesn't put one together, I might have to commission my own album. Watch out. You never know.
Yeah.
But, you know, how do you feel about laying down, 12 or 16 or, where are we at there?
I feel great about it. It'd probably be closer to 12 tracks than 16. It'd probably be closer to 9 or 10 tracks than 16. I like short albums that are well edited and that don't.
Nah, Loop Daddy Forever. That's like 21 songs, bro. Double album. Double LP.
Yo, trip LP. No, but seriously, yes, people have been asking that in the comments of these little videos and suggesting it whenever I ask for ideas. And I used to compose a lot of music. I made a lot of beats for some people and always really enjoyed doing that. I haven't done it in years, and I'm chomping at the bits to do it again, but it's a big time commitment. I couldn't guarantee anything, but I definitely can say that it's something I would really enjoy doing. I would just need to find the time and the space, and it takes a lot of both.
So this one comes from Patrick, a.k.a. Petrenko over here.
Yes.
As well as other people. They're all starting to get on the same page, I think.
Yeah.
Because we're not answering the questions as good as we were before. But he wants to know from everybody on the couch, we'll start with you, favorite movie to come out of the last year?
Oh, boy.
Wow.
17? Favorite, I can do like a top few. I think Call Me By Your Name was incredible. Human Flow, the Ai Weiwei documentary, covering, it's like a 6-year project where he covered the refugee movement, like the movement of people from one place to another and the displacement of people. It's not really a political movie. It's just like an objective look at these displaced people with arresting, breathtaking cinematography. Seriously important documentary. And again, not for any political reason. I'm not crazy about political shit. It's just a beautiful project. Human Flow, Call Me By Your Name, Phantom Thread, the Paul Thomas Anderson film, I thought was amazing. Beautiful piece of work.
PTA joint?
Yeah, duh. Was that thing he did with DDL?
Got it.
I think Greenwood was on the Sound Tree. And then lastly, maybe Lady Bird, Bringing Up the Rear. I thought it was lovely. Beautiful little work. Jeff.
Right in the rear.
Yeah.
Okay, so I have kids, and I don't see movies that often. But Mother was the one I thought.
Oh, man. That's a good one.
It blew my mind. I saw it twice. We were going to go see another movie, my wife and I. I finally had her go to, like, On the Hook for 2049. And then she said, well, what else is there? I was like, we're going to see Mother again.
I want to give a shout-out to Blade Runner 2049 as well. Definitely one of my low-key favorites of the year.
It was good.
Incredible.
Good. But as far as, Darren Aronofsky, the director of Mother.
And such films as Requiem for a Dream, Pi, Black Swan.
Right.
The Fountain.
I think everything that he makes is gold. And so I'm kind of biased when I went to see it, but that movie blew my mind and still makes people mad. And movies that make people mad, I love. Because you're either on one side or the other. And I'm on the, let's watch that movie again and make people mad. So.
Yeah. Yeah. Sam.
As a reference to one of my favorite Marc Rebillet songs, I'm just a silly bitch when it comes to movies. And a year ago, Rogue One really changed the fucking game for me. I was expecting these Star Wars movies to continue to kind of flush down the toilet and get better and worse and better and worse and ups and downs.
Yeah.
And Rogue One really showed me. I might even go episode 4 or 5 and then go Rogue One before Jedi.
I agree.
I'm in that camp.
I'm right there with you.
Right at a year ago, I got to drop that Rogue One joint there. My other one that you gave your additional shout out to, because you wanted to name like 6 movies during
know.
your turn.
I've seen it, but I don't know.
I mean, it's your
can't
it's
make
your
my mind
YouTube
up.
channel. Do whatever the fuck you want. But Blade Runner, that new Blade Runner, I was going in there being ready to be so bummed about
too.
Harrison Ford being just a cameo and all of that. But that movie, maybe it's because I went to Alamo Drafthouse and I got just the perfect amount of drunk and stoned before going into that thing.
Yeah.
I drank like 5 ounces of Jameson during the movie inside of there, and I got real atmospheric with the director.
Dude, it was such a carefully paced, slowly powerful film. You know, it just moves you in small waves, these small little beautiful pieces of cinematography.
All right, I'm just gonna be the contrarian that I am then. Boring?
I mean, in parts, but no. Overall, I didn't think so.
Did you know that the lady was the lady?
Remember we talked about? I don't remember the little parts. I remember how it made me feel, but I don't. And I remember really loving it, but I don't remember the little parts.
Did you know that the lady was the lady?
No. It was. I was ready for it to fall into categories that I was expecting. I kept wanting it to go the way that I expected, so that I could be mad at it for being a sequel that I didn't want it to be. But it was genuinely up there, and they didn't rely on obviously tons of computer graphics and CGI and all that stuff. But they. Sometimes a fog machine and a lamp in the right place was just enough, and they did that.
You're right.
There were times when it was let's just stuff some string lights up in there and it'll glow real nice, you know?
Yeah.
And even when I can't remember exactly what was happening, but they're on a bridge and interacting with a 38-foot digital projection of a woman, and it still felt 40 years ago somehow.
Yeah.
While still being well beyond the scope of what they could have done then and there, but now there was a restraint. It's like good food. When a chef doesn't do everything that he can on every plate, and there's things that are missing from it on purpose. I feel like that was what made that movie so good is the restraint of not look what we can do, but rather look what we did.
That's a very intelligent opinion. I agree with
you
that.
guys are... So, because it was so beautiful, all the other parts of the movie go away.
No, I mean, I thought the pacing was that. I really didn't think it was slow or boring. It was slow. It was slow, but it was paced very similarly to the original. It's one of the other things that I really enjoyed is that it felt like a sequel that made sense. Not like a sequel that felt as though they needed to make because people wanted it and let's just make something like they do with so many films, but a sequel that was made out of love, out of a care for the original. I don't know, all of that showed. It was really nice. I like that
You
fucking
see that
thing.
the part where the girl comes up, Jared Leto's like, "We made her again for you." She comes up and he says her eyes were green.
That's the last one?
Her eyes were
About to
blue, or
finish
whatever
this.
he says.
Growler Stations.
And then he just shoots her in the head. You know the part where Jared Leto brings her to... I mean, if you haven't seen this movie, then fuck you.
Yeah, right. But
his old girlfriend who walks up
oh yes,
and trying to tempt him to come into our thing and help us find this girl that we need.
Right.
And then he's like, "Fuck it," and I love that part. I mean, I love little parts of the movie. It's just that overall, it's like, why do I have to fall asleep in between times? Where you're showing me great landscapes and stuff like that.
Listen, I can't speak in detail about it too much because I saw it the second day that it came out. I feel like it came out in the middle of the year. No, but I just it's been a while, I can't pick apart the little moments because my memory sucks. I remember it gave me a really good feeling. I remember I enjoyed it all the way through. I remember feeling that it was...
No, I think that's the consensus of both of you, is that it just made you feel really good, and I like that.
did.
I like that a movie can do that. And it did. I'm just being argumentative, really.
No,
'Cause I
you
really
didn't-
liked the movie. I thought it was beautiful.
You didn't.
Fuck you, Mark. Fuck you.
So I've got one weird. This is a movie question. You guys are the movie guys. This
Yeah.
was kind of supposed to be a movie chat, and Growler Stations kind of got involved, and I don't know. It is what it is. So I've got one of my favorite things that a director can do in movies is really develop a character super fast. And one of my most favorite character developments in 90 seconds that was ever done is in the classic film Billy Madison. Steve Buscemi cuts in there, and he has that one scene where he picks up the phone call. Billy Madison is apologizing for being a dick to him. Let's start the timer. 75 seconds tops is what this scene does. He makes the phone call. Steve Buscemi's wearing his pearl snap bowling shirt thing and is like, "Oh yeah, hadn't really thought of it. No worries." And then he opens up some
Lipstick.
scratches off his name from People to Kill, slaps on some lipstick, and presses play on Electric Light Orchestra telephone line and sits back and enjoys the music.
That is beautiful.
I mean, 60 seconds, that's some of the best directing that's ever been done. I dare you to develop a better character. I am fully understanding of everything that's ever happened in that young man's life.
Yeah.
Just through 60 seconds. And that's one of my favorite moments in cinematography, if I may use a Happy Madison reference. But what are your favorite 90 seconds of movies that really does the job fucking fast and loose, gets in, gets out, makes it happen?
Oh man, Jeff, do you have something?
I got one.
You do?
Okay, so Taxi Driver. We've all seen Taxi Driver.
Yes.
We laughing at Taxi Driver?
Bernard Herrmann on the score. Shout
Okay,
out to
so-
Bernard Herrmann.
Yo, what up, baby?
Yo.
Okay, so the scene where he calls her on the phone, and he's on the payphone. He's on a payphone. He calls her, and the camera doesn't even want to watch. The camera pulls away into this alley, like where you're walking down this thing, and lets him keep talking, and you're just fucking
Not
quiet,
focused
sit-
on the action at all.
Hang
Yeah.
up the fucking phone. It's like, oh man, it's great. And then it pans back to him as he hangs up the phone. Well, I guess that's cool, but it just hangs up the phone and like, oh man, it just makes me feel like, I mean, it's such a great scene.
It is. That's one of the best scenes in film. That cutaway. It makes no sense.
So there's a connection between the both scenes. In Electric Light Orchestra's masterpiece, Telephone Line, he says when the voicemail picks up, or I guess the answering machine at the end, and the singer, the protagonist of Telephone Line is like, can't you, I know this, it rang enough, but can you just let it ring a little longer?
Yeah.
And it's like the saddest moment, and that seems to connect there, where it was like the camera even had to look away because a guy was begging a phone to ring a few more times. Anyways, your turn.
I love things that are unsaid, and I'm just reminded. I don't know if this is my favorite or whatever, but it's something that comes to mind because I recently watched There Will Be Blood again, which is a masterwork in things unsaid, and just observing character changes from the point of view of the lens. And one particular moment that really struck me this viewing was when this gentleman shows up at Daniel Plainview's plot of land, big ass plot of land, and says, "Hey, I'm your brother. We don't know each other. We knew each other when we were young, but I'm your brother. Oh my God, you're my brother." They spend some time together. Daniel Plainview begins to accept him as his brother. They start to do things together. And then they're spending an evening out on the beach, drinking whiskey, swimming in the sea. And they're sitting there on the beach together. And they're reminiscing about old times, and Daniel Plainview's brother, who is not his brother, is trying to keep up. Trying to keep up with with what Plainview is saying, like, oh, yeah, you remember the old house on the hill? And he's going, oh, yeah, I remember that. And then Plainview says something about, like, pick up the girls and bring them to the parlor or something like that. And the brother doesn't pick up on it. And it's clearly a very important piece of information about his childhood. It's something that both he and his brother would have experienced together. Something that this gentleman should be reacting to, but isn't reacting to. And in that moment, when that man doesn't react to this, Daniel Plainview immediately becomes aware that this motherfucker is not who he says he is. And that's the moment when he decides, you motherfucker. And he shoots him in the head. And that's great stuff. I don't know if I explained myself clearly, but I fucking love that. I love that.
So it was right around the time of There Will Be Blood, and forgive me, I don't do the movie things like these guys, but it was the movie where they killed the guy with the cattle prod that they kill the cows
No Country
with.
for Old Men.
Yeah, No Country for Old Men. That was
Coen
right around
Brothers.
the same time.
Yeah.
One of my favorite things I've ever heard on an NPR KERA interview with somebody was that that guy who went around killing everybody with the cattle prod.
Yeah.
Cattle prod thing. I don't even know what it's called.
Yeah, it is a cattle prod, yeah.
They didn't tell him he was getting that haircut.
Oh, really?
Yeah. They told him, like, hey, here's your character, get into it. And then the director was like, sit in this chair, some people are going to cut your hair. And, like, flat out, he had to just, like, he looked at himself in the mirror and was like, are you kidding? And he looks like I've got a bunch of lovely coconuts, or the Starburst, Peaches and Cream, that old Starburst commercial.
Yeah.
Peaches and cream.
But
oh, how I like the peaches and cream.
That hair
Yeah, nobody? All right.
is everything. Like, that is that character.
Yeah, and he had to play a straight face while holding that hair, and that was really one of those director moves that I think
That's awesome.
that really adds that layer of glassiness over
Yeah.
a crazy person's eye when
Yeah,
he's having
yeah.
to be a serial killer with a bob.
Right. Yeah, it's beautiful. It works beautifully. Yeah.
I guess it was like a cattle killer thing. Maybe Zookeeper would know. Huh?
What's it called? Captive bolt.
Yeah.
A captive bolt because it's a captive bolt waiting to be
Fires
released.
a fucking
Bam!
kills them real quick.
Away you go.
Prod is like
Steve-O!
Prod is like a
Oh, it's the electrocute. Right. Oh. So it's the captive bolt, the thing with the metal.
yeah.
Yeah.
Which is a kind of genius way to kill people, other than like ice bullets. That would be a sweet way.
I think
Because then it would disappear, you know? Then you would have to. Yeah, more genius ways to kill people.
Lots of ice weapons.
I think it's
so.
time for us to say goodbye because
People are saying goodbye.
yeah, the
Sorry
viewers are dwindling and it's
I thought we were just talking. My bad. I gotta pee anyway. Fuck it.
Doug, we totally are talking. Cheers. But yeah, I don't know. I'm tired. I mean, we can talk about film a little bit. I don't know. We just did talk about film.
Nice.
Yeah, Mulholland Drive is happening. It's a really excellent film.
Is it playing above us right now? Mulholland Drive is playing soon after we get off this, and I go pee,
Yeah.
and then push play.
Should I say my farewells? I think I'll say my
Sam.
farewells. If there's anything else, as I say
That's
the
it.
farewells that anyone wants to ask or input.
A question that had been asked a handful of times, thanks to Vike Oswald, our moderator, keeping everybody online.
Yeah.
A handful of people have been asking about what your jobs have been going into music, and like what have you left behind to pursue what you are currently pursuing?
Oh, that is an interesting question. Interesting to the very few people who give a shit about me. But I will say.
But that's who we're speaking to.
I
The
guess
only
that's
people
true.
listening are the few people that give a shit about you.
I
so-
know it's just weird having to I don't know. It's weird having to extol, Okay, well, my jobs. I've had a handful. I've had a handful of jobs. The only job I've ever had in the music industry is this job, is performing freelancing, and performing. That's the only job I've had in music. Otherwise, I started working at a theater as the box office guy, selling popcorn, selling tickets. Then I was a maitre d' at a fine dining restaurant. Then I worked as a mortgage loan servicer for Bank of America, servicing deeply defaulted loans that were acquired from Countrywide. Very sad.
Whoa.
Yeah.
E.
Yeah. Yeah, that was some sad shit. A lot of people in some really desperate situations that needed help and who I could not help because we were required to side with the bank. And that was really demoralizing. I moved to Paris around that time and waited tables there for a year. After which point I moved to New York. I moved to New York and got a job as an executive assistant for a company that made Tyvek wallets. I don't know if any of y'all know about Mighty wallets, but they're cool as shit. They're made out of Tyvek. Cool ass stuff. And I was the executive assistant to the owner of that company. And then I waited tables again. There's lots of waiting tables. And then I was an executive assistant again for a short time until I moved back to Dallas, at which point I waited tables at these guys' restaurant, Brain Dead Brewing, right here.
Part of the opening crew.
That's
I'd like
right.
To say, I have one of my favorite pictures I've ever taken in my entire life is out by Jolly out there.
Yes.
Framed in my house.
Yes.
Women's small. Marc wears a women's small.
Yes, I do. Yes, I do. And that was a great job. I loved working here. And I worked here for about a year. Then I got a really dope little job. I didn't like the work, but I got a dope little job working for a company that did online boating and hunting safety certifications. But the cool thing about it was that I worked 4 to midnight, took about 20 calls in that time. No one else was in the office. And so I spent 8 hours of my workday in my underwear, drinking beer, smoking bowls, taking some calls, and getting. Yeah, I can say that now. I don't give a fuck. They let our whole department go, and basically that's what happened. 4 or 5 months ago, they let our department go. It was 7 of us, and they let all of us go, and they gave us a generous severance, relative to what we were doing, which was nothing. And so basically I said, okay, I can get another job or I can just fucking hustle on this thing. And I hustled on this thing. And I used what was left of my unemployment and of my severance to knock on some doors and try to make some gigs happen. These guys helped me out with my first real gig of that effort. And then, I don't know, man, I just bothered people until they gave me work. And now I am truly doing it full time. This is my job. I've got...
Dude, you...
enough
sorry.
work. Oh, please. Well, thank you, but thank you. Thanks. It feels good. It does feel good.
I don't know if you remember this, but we were talking about...
The whole time to talk, we grabbed the mic.
Oh, really? Sorry. You were talking about, going to libraries and doing small shows where you're hey, and yeah.
Oh, yeah. Doing shows in completely inappropriate venues.
Little bits, yeah, and then I did this.
Yeah, the DMV at 9:15 in the morning.
Thanks a lot. We'll be playing another one.
It's great to be here, everybody. Yeah.
Thanks a lot, Starbucks.
Right.
Keep it down. I'm sorry. I'm getting paid for this, right?
But we're not. There's no pay. Okay.
But then
it's nice to be here. Yeah.
Then you had that job where I didn't know you smoked bowls, but that's sweet. And I was like, man, that sucks, because I've had a job like that where you fucking call people.
Yeah.
And you have to. Oh no! Hold on.
Well,
the survey's almost done. The survey's almost done.
That was the nice thing about that gig, is that I didn't have to do any of that shit. They were I only received calls. It was customer support. So, they called in.
Right.
But, I mean, yeah, the job itself still sucked.
But then the day that you called and said, hey, man, or you texted or whatever you did, hey, man, I'm trying to get like some shows, like any people around. I was like, yeah, talk to these people. I was like, fuck yeah, dude. I was so happy that you were gonna go do that because finally you were gonna go do the library shows at real venues.
Yeah.
I knew you had like something in you, but you're just being a little baby about it, really.
I was. What it was is I was comfortable. I was working a job that allowed me to live well. I had a lot of free time, and I didn't like the job, but I had no reason to find shows, to find like a bunch of shows to play. I just had no reason for it. Oh, now we've got more viewers.
Before I was
Because we're talking about me.
yeah, that's what the people want. Before I was on the show and I was watching the live stream from home. One of the things I really liked people were observing was the response of the crowd when you straight up just dropped up 5 o'clock, fired up. I had a buddy who was sitting here eating, and he texted me. He was like, "Oh shit, Marc Rebillet is setting up a keyboard. Is it about to go down?"
Hey.
Question mark. That was what he said. Is it about to go down? That was the baby. The baby. Did Farrah make an appearance on your stream?
That adorable baby.
Yeah, he said he brought her by the camera. I wanted to make sure that was part
Yeah.
of it.
Oh, dude, that was dope. I felt bad because I was like, it's a baby. They don't know what's going on.
That's Farrah Azarian.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah?
She's very, very special person in my life.
That was a sweet little baby.
Her mom is like 90 pounds before she got pregnant, and still 90 pounds now after she's had her baby.
Yeah.
My favorite thing ever. I've known the girl for 20 years, and we were getting ready to go eat, and she was pregnant, and she was like, "I want chicken wings and strawberry milkshakes and a Philly cheesesteak and a cheeseburger, but not one of those things, all of those things." And it was like the best thing I've ever heard anybody ever say to me. I was
That's
like, you know what, Taryn?
Yo.
You and me, let's we're going places. So we went to Chips Old Fashioned Hamburgers right there, Lovers in the Toll Road. They've got another option over there by Lakewood Landing, but I like the OG.
Oh, the OG, right by the tollway.
Right
yeah,
there.
that's the
There's
place.
got to be some kids in cleats playing in the arcade, kicking each other, makes the experience.
Not far from the old Goff's location with the fucking statue of Lenin.
Harvey Goff.
Weird ass dude.
So that place burned down a couple times. The most recent time that it burned down, they decided not to reopen, but there was an architect's office above it. Can you imagine the important papers that burn up?
Oh,
when
my
an
God.
architect's office burns up?
Oh, Jesus.
I like the idea of just like, you want to reopen? Nah.
What did this guy say? Oh. Patrick, thank God he was fired. I agree, Patrick. I agree. Thank God I was fired, dude. It's funny. I got like when I was fired, I spent a hot second thinking about what the fuck am I gonna do? Yeah, it was definitely either slit the wrists or get another job. But then I did get another job. I got another customer support job that was identical to that job that I had just gotten fired from. And I worked that job Thursday, Friday, and quit Monday. I was like, I cannot fucking do this. I cannot fucking do this again. What am I doing? Why am I just going back to this? Because it's comfortable? Because I can depend on it? Why is that what I should be doing? Why is that the right impulse to be following? I don't know. It just all felt wrong in that moment. I worked 2 days there, 48 hours. No, not even less, 16 hours is all I needed. I was like, yo, I can't fucking do this anymore. I just can't do this anymore.
So a question I had seen asked a couple times tonight were people asking about how you feel like you may or may not have changed over the time. And if I may, I'd like to chime in on that behalf.
Please.
As someone who used to be your employer, we've had our various relationships over the years. And one of my favorite things that's a memory of 3 years ago, looking back to you and me having the employer-employee relationship. I looked at you one time and I said, Marc, I can't wait to fire you so you can take your rightful place as my best friend. And
I remember that.
Man, God, I love you, man. You're such a cool dude.
Love you too, Sam.
And I really, really appreciate that how our separation of the employer-employee relationship is still maintained into what it has. But to speak of that, you really haven't changed. You're always just you. Like there is no Marc Rebillet that isn't the Marc Rebillet. And for people that don't know the real guy and only know you from your YouTube channels, the guy who was wearing like red corduroy pants and a women's small red shirt with beer food good on it, you'd be so ready to go home, be like, hey, Marc, you just got an 8-top. You'd be like, God damn it. And you'd kick through the back of the doors, and you'd walk out with a smile on your face, and you'd give them the best fucking service of anybody in my entire goddamn restaurant. And I love that about you. You're always you. There's no anybody else. It's you're gonna say what you're thinking, but you're gonna do right by everybody all at the same time. And it's very, very, very rare that anybody's able to do both at the same time. And you were somebody, as a boss of restaurant people, normally I don't take too kindly to people being like, God damn it, kicking doors. But like, you kicked the door and you left it all behind. You walked back out there and you gave that fucking table every ounce of Marc Rebillet that they could handle. And you really just never ever stopped being you. And and now that you're not waiting tables for me and you're doing your own thing, it's still exactly that same Marc Rebillet I fell in love with 3 years before I proposed to my fiance Melissa Myers. You're just a magical fucking human being. I'm so happy that you are who you are. Thank you for doing it. Or as Marc would say, thanks for pooping on it every day and doing that thing that you do. So
That's
I appreciate
very
that.
sweet, Sam. Thank you, man. I really appreciate that, dude. Yeah, I don't know. I'm just fucking shitting on these hookers. You know what I'm talking about? Just bringing it way down. No. Let's take a final cheers. Thank you for hosting me here. Thank you for hosting the end of this live stream. We're going to finish these beers right here. Boom, baby. 1, 2, 3. Thank you for subscribing to the channel. Thank you for staying subscribed. Please evangelize. Please spread the channel out to everyone else who you know, everyone else who might enjoy content like this. Show them, link them, share it, tag it, fuck it, jack off to it. Whatever you want to do to it, do it. 5,000 people are subscribed to this fucking thing. Let's make it 10,000. Let's make it 20, 50, 100.
You just need better content.
I'm working on it. I'm fucking working on it. But seriously, I love you all. Thank you very much for tuning in. Please thank you to Sam and Jeff and the rest of the Brain Dead crew for helping make this awesome restaurant-based stream happen. I had fun with y'all at the apartment, and I had even more fun with you guys here. I'm so glad I got to show you all a live performance, because that's just not something I maybe will ever get to do again without just like editing some footage together. But that made me very happy, and I hope you guys were happy too. There's going to be a new ideologue this coming week. There will definitely be another kind of video this coming week too. Yeah, I just can't thank you enough. It's fucking awesome that you all are here and that you continue to be here. And I hope you have a wonderful evening. Yeah, 10 and a half hours. Or no, maybe, I don't know. No, 3, 5, it's like 9 hours. But that's a good long time.
9 hours of live streaming. I mean, how about it? How about it? Let's hear it for Marc Rebillet. Anybody out there?
We pooped on it. We pooped on it, and the only reason I pooped on it is because you all are sitting there just taking big poops on it with me. And so I hope that we can just sit on the toilet together, maybe stack it up, one thigh on the other thigh, and continue to poop on it throughout the course of history. You poop, I poop, we all poop together, and only together will we achieve a poop that weighs enough to change the course of history. I love you both. By both, I mean all of you so much. Fuck you. I love you. Fuck you. Love me. Love it. fuck it, love it, fuck it. I love you. I love you. I love you. I love you. And goodbye.